enjoying collegiate basketball at its finest. National Collegiate Athletic Association, the first ever collegiate athletic league in the Philippines. It has produced numerous basketball stars, be it in the high school ranks or collegiate ranks. We have produced. Case in point, you're talking about your father earlier, Benji.
Yes.
Was a product of the NCAA Juniors, played for the Red Cubs, along with his partner in crime, Ronnie Manzano. Meanwhile, at 3, to start the second quarter, was Tagle. Puts San Beda up 16-13. And in the, well, if you take a look at the seniors division naman, ang dami din talaga naman sa San Sebastian lang eh. First, the Pinatubo Trio, Ronald Pascual, Ian Sangalang, Calvin Abueva. And if we talk about San Beda, I don't think matatapos tayo.
Oh,
sa
yes.
sobrang daming naging stars ng San Beda sa mga recent years lang. Of course, the likes of Robert Bolick, Calvin Oftana, JV Moon, Baser Amer, Art de la Cruz, just to name a few, because it's a long list. Now let's head back courtside with Cristina San Agustin for a second quarter report.
Andre, do you believe in the saying that the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree? Well, let me give you a concrete example of that coming straight from a Puno himself. I'm talking about Jomel Puno, the rookie that has been making his own name since the beginning of season 99. Sabi niya nga sa akin kanina, being a rookie in a team that is strong from its very core is not an easy task. But not to worry, dahil kayang-kaya niyang makipagsabayan, especially that his roots can be traced back to a family of basketball fans, especially his dad na talagang pumilit sa kanyang maglaro when he was 6 years old. Kwento nga niya, he never really loved basketball at first, but when his dad made him realize of how bright his future is in this game, Jomel decided to always do his best and continue his father's love for the game. Yan po muna ang kwento mula sa San Beda side. Balik sa inyo.
Perfect and timely report on this young kid we can't stop raving about. Thank you for staying. Jomel Puno, 8 points already, 3 rebounds, 4 out of 4 from the field, all in 6 minutes of action. He hasn't been averaging a double-double, but he has been producing double-double numbers. In their last game last Friday, Uno had 14 points, 11 rebounds in their first round meeting against San Sebastian back in October 20th. Uno also had a double-double of 16 points and 11 rebounds as Escobedo, yes, para sa tres, ties the score at 16 all. Now a trap by the Stags. Cortez in the middle, but mawawala ang bola sa San Beda. Spayosing losing the handle on the ball. Sumoda drives. Sumoda slows down. Might be close to a traveling. Might have gotten away with a traveling there. The basket is good. And here's that trap now that San Sebastian is employing. Uno skying high. No problem for Jomel Puno. And Jomel now with 10 in 7 minutes. 18 all. Escobedo posting up Tagle. There's a foul. Session staying with San Sebastian. Now let's listen to Stephanie Benito's second quarter report on the Stags, and I believe it's about Romel Calahat. Correct me if I'm wrong, Stephanie.
Yes, Andre, meron lang akong quick trivia para sa inyo bilang nabanggit na ni kanina ni Andre Baby Bear na last playing year na ngayon ni Romel Calahat. Alam niyo bang season 98 o yung previous season, ito na sana ang huling season na maglalaro sa Romel Calahat para sa San Sebastian Golden Stags. Marami daw kasi siyang factors na kinonsider at isa dito ang kagustuhan niya na mag-move forward na sa kanyang basketball career. Pero dahil last season naman na niya ngayon at dahil din sa pamimilit sa kanya ni team captain Alex Tisoyo, he decided to stay. Kaya naman sobrang thankful nga daw nitong si Coach John Calios na nanatili sa kanya ang mga veterans na kailangan niya ang expertise, especially sa mga crucial moments gaya nga ngayong araw. Game-wise, sabi sa akin ni Coach na offensive rebounds daw ang pinagtuunan nila ng pansin dahil dito daw sila nadali ng Red Lions at out-hustle din daw sila before ng kabilang koponan. Kaya naman ngayong araw, tatapatan daw nila ang energy na binibigay ng San Beda Red Lions. Muna sa ngayon, sa panig ng Stags, balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Stephanie. Meanwhile, Jomel Bruno already with 12 points and still perfect. 6 for 6 shooting. Next, Gabat. Sinagot naman with that jumper. And Gabat now with 5. How about that trivia from Stephanie earlier? Romel Calahat is one of 3 graduating players para sa San Sebastian. Decided to stay and play play his final year.
And ito, Andre, I just want to point out, there are a lot of players, well, some players in his position, they could have ended, they could have graduated the previous season or they decide to stay. Yung maganda dito, they know that they are in a school that has given them a scholarship, a chance to play. So in order for them, and they know for them to give back, is to of course help their team win games, and of course the main goal is the championship. So it's very respectable for of course Calahat to remain here with San Sebastian and help them and help his team.
Lisoyo missing on the 3, gets the ball back for the Stags. Calahat, here he is attacking, cannot convert that one-hander. Puno tracks down rebound number 4. Cortez will use that Puno screen. Cortez fires. Long rebound. Oh, but man down.
As you can see right here, no, Andre, Jacob Cortez is still trying to find his rhythm in this game. But the good thing about it is when you're watching his game, he's finding ways to engage his teammates. So in other words, he knows what he's doing. He's finding his open teammates. So let's see how his game will go out with this game.
Viserys back in, replacing Jomel Puno. Nigel Gonzalez has also checked in, replacing James Payosing. Now here's a rookie, Nigel, giving problems to Alex Lisoyo. Gonzalez, one of 6 rookies for San Beda. Calahat attacks, Calahat inside, still misses.
That was a beautiful move by Calahat, knowing that he's being defended well beyond the arc, so he finds a way to attack the basket. But of course, he was bothered by the height and length of San Beda.
Calahat, 1 of 6 shooting from the field. In 10 minutes, timeout called by Yuri Escueta. We're tied again at 20 all. Good enough for our 7th deadlock so far in this game. 6:02 remaining. We'll be right back. 6 minutes and 2 seconds to go here in the first half. 20 all is the score. Pitong beses na magtabla ang ating talaan back in their first round meeting. If we go back, it was a blowout win para sa San Beda. Final score then was 76-53. The score at the half was 32-31. So, medyo identical. Itong second round meeting nila, dikitan pa rin. Because in that first round meeting back in October 20th, San Beda was up in the first quarter 17-14. Well, today in this game, they were tied at the end of the first 13 all. And also both teams scored 7 apiece here in the second period. With Cortez from way downtown, yes, para sa tres.
And you can see the adjustment of San Sebastian on defense. They are going zone because they want San Beda to be hitting outside shots, and they got what they wanted. But the thing is, Jacob Cortez made his shot from beyond the arc.
Sinagot naman ng kanyang katambal sa kabila. We talked about both Are and Cortez, a featured matchup. Are answering back, and finally a basket para kay Jacob Cortez after going 0 of 3 earlier before that shot. We mentioned also earlier that Jacob was 0 out of 11 in 31 minutes of action last Friday. He only scored 2 points, and those points came from the free throw line. So it's nice, finally, for Jacob to hit a basket, counting from last game, entering this one. So 0 of 11, that's 0 of 3 to start. He was 0 of 14 before that three-point shot. Cortez has it, 70 shoot. Let's see if Jacob feeling it, asking for a clear out. Jacob against Una. Oh, but long hands of Una gets the ball back for San Sebastian. They have the numbers, decide not to run it. Now here's Are, and the defense of the red line setting up. Kalahat, the handoff, nope, fake handoff. Kalahat drives it himself, gets the foul. And one para kay Romel Kalahat.
And this goes to show that defense can translate to offense. Kasi ang ganda ng defense ng San Sebastian. So they were rewarded with amazing play dito kay Kalahat.
Kalahat has been missing a lot of those layups, but finally getting that one to go down. He was 1 of 5 before that layup. Let's see if he converts on a three-point play. He doesn't. Rebounded by Hopia. Hopia, a rebounding demon, had 18 boards nung huling laro nila nung Biyernes kalaban ng Arellano. Gonzalez gave up the three, goes closer, and that jumper is smooth and pure. Away from the ball.
And this is a good sight to see if you're San Sebastian, because from their first time meeting, if you were to watch the games, they're always in a rush to attack the basket or make their shots. Pero ngayon, kitang-kita that they're trying to control the pace and call out the right plays against San Beda.
Meanwhile, good luck jumper mula kay Nigel Gonzalez. Of course, one of the 6 rookies. Nigel came from the Mapua Red Robins basketball program in the juniors division. Decided to transfer and go to San Beda U. Dapat sinking the free throws. Puts San Sebastian up by 1, 26-25. Check that, Gabat only hitting 1 of those 2 free throws. That's why Stags only have a 1-point lead. Back to San Sebastian. Diape Kalahat, guarded by Biser. On a switch, Biser on Are for 3. And over the... Oh, it will be an offensive foul. And the hook called here on James Una.
That shot kay Are, he was up against taller and longer San Beda. But the thing is, usually if you see a mismatch, you have to read it properly. It's either would you shoot over a taller defender or would you use your speed by attacking the basket. So far, this game right now is all about reads. You gotta read your defense because both teams are doing well on defense. So you have to find ways to adjust.
Tagle, back in. Puno also back in. Wanted to go down to Biser.
Looks like they had a miscommunication there on dropping the ball at the post. But of course, they were bothered by the good defense of San Sebastian. So what a way for them to adjust. They're putting their strong players on the bigs, so they'll have trouble.
6 to shoot. Tagle fires. Offline. Ball goes back to San Sebastian.
And who do you see there? Puno was the one trying to get the ball. Well, San Beda was already running down the court. So you can see the hustle of this kid, and it doesn't go unnoticed. Not just because he's 6'6", but because of the energy he puts on the court.
Are gets a handoff, the ball back from Kalahat. Romel has it against Biser, right side. Kalahat one-on-one against Biser. No problem for Romel Kalahat.
that is one way to adjust. If you can't make your shots from the outside, find a way to attack the basket because, of course, San Sebastian in kanilang bread and butter is also inside the paint.
Oh, Becerra stripped away by Paeng Are. Looking. He has the numbers. Gabat lets it fly. No. Rebound is good and put back. All right, Tristan Filipico.
You gotta love the hustle of San Sebastian because San Beda right now, they don't look like they're looking for the nearest man to box out. So San Sebastian is able to take advantage of this by jumping and grabbing those balls for the putback.
5-point lead. This was their biggest earlier when the score was 9-4. Puno. First miss by Jomel. Last touch by a Red Lion. Timeout called now by John Galios. 30 para sa San Sebastian. 25 for San Beda. We'll be right back. Happy Sunday to all our viewers of your NCAA Season 99 live on GTV. And to everybody watching online as well on our Facebook page, NCAA Philippines, marami pong salamat. Andre Felix, kasama si Andre Barats, AA!
Yun!
For your NCAA. Oy! Nakamaskara!
O nga naman, malapit na ang Halloween.
Ano bang costume mo?
Costume? Nag-iisip pa sana.
Sabi ko, kunang ka na. Inaabangan ko yung cutie cam eh. Ayaw ni... Ayaw ni Stephen. Di ka daw cutie.
Okay lang. Bawi lang tayo sa dance camp. Kung meron mang dance camp, doon tayo babawi.
Back to the action we go. Kalahat stripped away. Back to the San Beda red lines. Gallego running it. Gallego. Stop. Kicks it out. Puntapay. Finds Puno. Oh! Puno's down on the floor. Coach Yuri Escueta asking for a foul. No whistle blown. Play resumes as Kalahat attacks.
What a game for Kalahat so far. Attacking the basket, looking for the weakness on defense because they're not closing out on him. So when they do close out, he will attack that basket. So what a way for him to react fast.
Kalahat has 8 points, 5 boards. Now 4 for 10 from the field. Earlier, so just 1 of 5. Foul basket is good. Para kay Cliff Hopia. 3-point play for the big boy. So imagine kanina yun nabagsak si Jomel. And then inatake naman ni Romel Kalahat against Gallego. He was 1 of 5 earlier. And then, but since then, he's been 3 of 5. It's Kalahat. Oh, last touch by San Beda. But Kuntapay says they have to go to the replay. Yes.
And speaking of Hopia, what I've noticed is that he's been kind of silent, but if you're San Beda, you can look for him because he's obviously the tallest and biggest guy on the court.
Yeah.
You can see him inside the painted area trying to wheel, go inside. So if you are struggling from the outside, try to find your big man inside the paint.
Good defense there for San Beda. And look at the trap again by the Stags. But Kuntapay brings the ball across the timeline. Less than a minute to play here in the first half. Kuntapay will post up and use his body. And Kalahat says, "Hindi mo offensive foul yun." But that, Kuntapay's a big body. Ito, tingnan natin, Kuntapay and Kalahat.
Whoa!
Si Kalahat, parang Off balance, parang may earthquake eh.
But speaking of their defense, even half court pa lang, or actually full court, they're already picking up. So kitang-kita talaga yung gustong adjustment ng San Sebastian. They're already early picking up their man. So that's why San Beda is kind of having a hard time executing some plays because nga ang hard defense ang ginagawa ng San Sebastian.
Looking at the bio sheet ni Dami Contapay, 6'5", 24 years old. Nakalagay dito 103. Pero walang kg o pounds.
So ano kaya?
Well, I'm guessing he's not 103 pounds. I'm guessing it's in kilos, Andre.
Maybe he wants us guessing. Because from afar, and he looks slim, so like, okay, maybe you're 103.
No,
But if you go
he's
up
a big boy.
he is a big guy.
He is a big boy. Meanwhile, a drive there by Tristan Feliprico stretches this San Sebastian lead now to their biggest at 6 points, 34-28. Shot clock is dead. Oh, strip. Makukuha muli ng San Sebastian. And all the way. Romel Calahat. Now, San Sebastian has their biggest lead. Tagle just has to weave it from across the timeline. And San Beda asking for a foul there. John Calios talking to Paing Are. And the Stags Baste now has their biggest lead, 36-28.